Hey there, gamers all around. Welcome, welcome, and chaos, everyone. Today, I wanted to build a pet vet school. Now, at first, I did not know exactly what it was that I wanted to build because, as you can see here, I am trying to build something because I came to the plot of land. I'm like, okay, what am I going to build? And I had no idea at first, and it came to me much later. I have an idea. I can build a pet vet school because I wanted to build something cool, something unique, something no one has really thought of before. I don't know how this is going to work because I'm basically mixing the the veterinarian career in with the small businesses thing where I put like one room into it, like I made one room into a classroom, as you'll see later on, and then I made the back be the veterinarian hospital. Now, of course, that's not how I start out building this build because at first I did not know what I wanted to build. I just wanted to build something, and I came onto this lot because I wanted to use a small lot, and I didn't know what exactly I wanted to build. I knew I wanted to build something small business related. As you could probably tell at the very beginning of the speed build, you see me change the lot type from residential to small business, and then you see me change it back to residential. And then I just went my way with it because I'm just building. And I put it as residential because I'm like, okay, so what do I want my house to look like? So I was trying to give get ideas. So I do the top-down view, and then I build what I think would be the view foyer room. What would be the good office room and whatnot. As you can see right now, I'm building my house right now. Not my personal house, just my house. I'm building my house right now, and I'm just trying to see what flips or what'll stick on the wall, and I'm trying to come up with ideas, and ideas aren't coming to me. So I build one part of my house on the first floor of like, okay, so this is an idea of how I want my house to look like. And then later you're going to see me move the house from the first floor onto the second floor. But for right now, I'm just working with what I've got because right now I have a blank slate. My mind is completely blank. And as an artist, that's like the hardest time to work is when your mind is blank. So over here, you see me, I'm trying to make like I throw beds down just to be like, okay, so this is going to be the bedroom. What I like doing when I'm mapping out my house and when I first start out, especially when I don't have ideas, I just put furniture down. So that way I know what room is what room. Like I put the toilet down in the bathroom, but then I finish the bathroom when I go back to finish my bathroom when I have better ideas and I have more ideas, but I just put down like a toilet for bathroom, and then I put down a bed for the bedroom, and then I put down a desk and chair for the office, and then I put like a fridge and a stove and then a counter for like the kitchen, and then I put dining room dining room chairs for the dining room. Here I am trying to look for clothes. I was trying to find clothes to make into like a walk-in closet because I wanted that feel of like a walk-in closet for that bedroom. And I was having a lot of issues going through my decor items, as you can see, looking for clothes that are hung so that way I can use those as props. There's my clothes that's hung. So I like using those as props, and then I was trying to look for shoe racks, and then eventually I got tired of looking for shoe racks that I just typed in the search bar over here. You'll see in a sec. I put in a closet. walk-in closet. I have the wardrobe in the closet because I wanted to do something different, and then I put in hung clothes. I was looking at the size proportions, and the closet looked bigger than the bedroom, and that's not the feel that I really wanted to have. So I ended up switching the places of the bedroom and the closet, as you'll see later. Speeding some things up here for a little bit, you see that I have swapped the locations for the bedroom and the closet, as I had discussed. And then I'm trying to, I see that the heights are all different, and I forgot that you can put things on the walls of different heights, and I wanted to make it look uniform, so that's just me being a little finicky about the placements of the closet up there. Okay, so I'm in here making the office. I finished the office, and then I put down the walls of the foyer, and then I added in the last finishing touches, which is that for the foyer mudroom area, the like the place where you put your hat and your jacket when you come back home. And I left a funny joke just for the lulz because I felt like it. And then here I am. I finish up with flooring, the flooring and the tile, and then it doesn't stay because of course it doesn't. But okay, so this is when I came back and I had better ideas. So I came back to this and I wanted to move everything upstairs. So of course I had to build the stairs first, and I built the walls for upstairs, and then I moved everything from the first floor to the second floor. I think there's a way that you can just copy a room and move it. So I don't know why I was giving myself extra work for myself. I know why. It's because I don't know how to copy rooms and paste them in The Sims. So that's why I was putting more work. I was making myself work harder than I needed to, in this. But anyway, so yeah, I built the second floor as the living room area because that is how businesses and hobbies was, uh, advertising, I should say, or that's how they build their careers. They build their small businesses on the first floor and then the homes, the residential area on the second floor. So that's what I did here. And I added an additional third floor, but you'll see that later. So here I am. I'm trying to build all this. Let's see what stays. Okay, so over here you can see that I'm trying to build something with the stairs in there, and I ended up moving the stairs because it was just getting in the way. I was trying to build like a classroom. The classroom, I'm building the hallway, I'm trying to build the lounge area, the waiting room area, and basically the vet clinic all in one go. And I'm able to do it. I'm able to do it. I was worried that I was going to need high school years pack, but I didn't need high school years because I found a desk that I could use, and then I just put in some chairs. Because I intended to make it look like vet school. And yes, I forgot lights, but that's semantics. I can. So as you can see, I am dragging the classroom because I'm trying to make the classroom bigger so that way more students can fit in there, and I'm trying to make it not interfere with the waiting room area or the hallway, and I decided just to move the foyer room off to the side a little bit, just so that way I could focus on making the classroom. I add in desks, I add in chairs, and then I make a little study nook area in out in the hallway as you're about to see. I add in two of the medicine tables because I forget if they each do the same thing or if they do different things. So I thought that they did different things, so I just put that in there. And then in the clinic over here, you see me put in the surgery table over here. There's the medicine cabinet, or not medicine cabinet. I do end up adding in like a vending machine later. But over here, I add in the same table I add in from the classroom. There's a surgery table and the exam table I just added in, and then over here, I'm trying to make the waiting room area, and I add in like two of the same like counter, like the wheelie counter things, because I thought that would make a good like front desk area for like the vet clinic. And then I add in chairs for the walk-in or for the waiting room area. And then I put in like the, hey, I'm reporting for duty for, not reporting for duty, but just I'm coming in to check in for my pet that is sick. And then I added in decor. You see me add in decor now because I wanted it to look cool and nice and neat, like how it would with the vet clinic. I thought that poster was very cool, of like the good animals, good pets poster. Here I am just going a little crazy with the decor over there. Straightening out in the classroom, adding more decor in there, and then I add wallpaper. I add in wallpaper at the last second here, because I just wanted it to look cool and nice and neat. And then I add in cat scratches, or just scratches, like scratch claw marks on the wall by in the examinee office over by the examinee table, because I thought that looked cool. And then I add in more wallpaper. That's the vending machine now. You see me playing around with the spacing in the examine room because I realized and remembered that Sims need at least two spaces in order to walk around places. So I was trying to figure out a better setup for the Sims to go in there. And then I'm like, wait a minute, don't you usually go? There I am making a study nook area right now. I'm putting in the two chairs, the table, and the two bookcases. I think I put in three bookcases there. But I was moving around the furniture in the examining room because I realized that you need two square spaces in order to walk anywhere in the sim. So I was trying to make sure there was enough space for a sim to walk in and out of and use all of the equipment there. And then here I am. I'm adjusting some furniture choices. I am adding stairs for the third floor as we're about to get into. I change up the living room and the bathroom a little bit and the bedroom because I wanted a different furniture for my Sims to have. So I put in a bathtub and a shower instead of the shower. And then I added in two baby bar stools because this family has two children. And then over here I am fixing the kitchen. I'm making it look more um more pleasing, more pleasing to me anyways. I don't know about y'all. So I put in a bar, I put in bar stools, I put the trash can out there because I remembered we needed trash cans. I put in a dishwasher, a sink, stove. There's me putting in the bar now. I upgrade the computer a little bit, and then I add walls for the third floor because this is me adding in the third floor now. I wanted to give this Sims home like a two kids room. It's a bedroom, a bath, two kids rooms. And then I ran out of ideas at one point. So, it's three bed, one bath, which doesn't really happen in real life. Oh well. But anyways, I wanted to give this girl's room pink because that was the theme for I was going for. I was trying to give this room a theme of pink, and I you see me put down a rug, and then I don't like that rug. I like the rug, so I keep the rug. I just use it for a different room, and then I take a different rug, size it up, and then put it in there as you see me do now. So I have like the Sims kids room. And then over here you see that I have the Sims kid room. Well, it's a playroom slash activity room because I have two chairs there. Well, okay, so I built like a reading section in the playroom because I wanted to have like an activity room where they could color, they could do the science lab thing because I love that in the Sims 4. And then I add in like a book area, some the unicorn drawing on there, and then over here I add in a little baby nursery room. I wanted like a boy theme for the nursery room, and then I wanted a girl theme for the kid room to be. That's why I themed it the kids room to be pink, the boys room to be themed blue. You can change this if you want to. I may or may not put this up on the gallery, depending on if I get enough requests to do that. But if I get enough requests to do it, I will absolutely put that on the Sims 4 gallery for you to change that up to your heart's desires. Just remember that the first floor is a pet school, pet vet school. I mean, you can change that to whatever it is you'd like to do, you like to have it. But to me, I felt like this family would go into the pet school business if they could. So I had the back be their own private little veterinarian clinic, and then in the front I had the school. Yes, it's one class, but you know, over here I had no ideas what to do over here. I wanted a gaming room, but then I also wanted a skill room, but then I also wanted laundry, so I kind of just put all those ideas together into the same room. So it's it's not creative, it's not the best, but I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, okay, well, I want a gaming room of some sort. So I put in a gaming room. There's a darts, there's the cube, and the game of chess. You see me just put that there. I put in a big piano there. Yeah, you know. So there you have it. It's the pet school business and hobbies house. I'm just doing the finishing touches, adding in windows, doing the outside, adding in the roof, and that's the very finishing touches. I think the last thing I add in is maybe the mailbox because I remember, wait a minute, I need to do the mailbox, and I move the rocks. I move the rocks to where the front door is, so that way it's there. It doesn't look awkward with the the way that I had it set up. You'll see.
Thank you all for tuning in to this episode. Unleash the Beast and over and out.